In today's Roblox Grow A Garden video, we are going to be attempting to get every single mutation on the new WISPWING seed. Now, I don't know why my luck is so bad, but it literally took me all 100 seed packs to get the Mercy bonus to actually get the WISPWING. Otherwise, I did not get it from just rolling 100 seed packs, okay? And this has been this way for the last couple of updates. I literally have to open 100 seed packs because my luck is horrendous, okay? But the good thing is we did get the new cockatrice pet here, which this guy actually can give us the new toxic mutation, and then we also got the glimmering sprite, so whenever this update actually ends or this event ends, we can continue to get the glimmering the glimmering mutation. I can't think, but yeah, I did some trading and we got these two, and actually I traded and I got this age 52 one. I guess whoever had this was just spamming level up lollipops on it or something. So yeah, it's actually a pretty higher level one, so that should be good with the cooldown. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I do want to point out as well, as I was doing some of this event and playing around with it a little bit, we actually got a couple of our beanstalks here moonlit, and we did get some glimmering already, and we do have a chakra beanstalk for my main account because I was using both accounts to grind the event. Yeah, so we have a couple of the mutations already done and ready, and we can get those moved over with the Spino shortly. But in the meantime, let's go ahead, and I know you guys are going to probably tell me to use the green bean, but I'm going to actually be using the Mooncats again today with a Triceratops, because I think this combo just works a little bit better. The green bean takes 30 minutes, and last time I did it with the pepper, it was pretty pathetic, the growth that we got, so I'm not going to be doing that again, okay? But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and grow this WISPWING here, and this thing actually looks really cool when you grow it. So we're going to go ahead and grow the actual plant first, get this thing to 100%, and then we'll put some sprinklers down, let our Mooncats do the thing, and get a very big WISPWING fruit. But yeah, again, this thing looks insane. You have to see it whenever we fully grow it, dude. You're gonna be like, whoa, that thing is really cool, especially if you haven't seen it yet. It's insane. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and water this thing. It's gonna need a lot of watering. I guess we can go ahead and get some advanced sprinklers on it just to help with the growth process. Yeah, this is like going nowhere in life right now. It's literally a 0% grown WISPWING, and I'm already using so many watering cans. Hold on, I know a magic trick I can do. Don't mind me. Alakazam. Wow. Wow, it grew in really quick. But look at this thing, dude. It looks insane. It's literally a plant that moves and has wings on it. That is crazy. That is crazy awesome. But anyways, now that we have this first one grown, I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. And we're going to actually put some sprinklers down now. You didn't see anything, by the way. That wasn't me who did that. I'm going to go ahead and put down a Grandmaster sprinkler, a Master. Let's go ahead and do a Godly. And we already have some advanced, but I will do an extra advanced in there. And I will put down a basic sprinkler as soon as I can find it in here. There it is. All right, there we go. So now we have all of our sprinklers set, and then once our Mooncats start sleeping on this thing, it should get pretty big, I hope. And then our Triceratops will also help speed up the fruit growth process a little bit, and we should be good. All right, some of our Mooncats are coming over here. Start sleeping. Come on, there we go. We got a pretty good stack right there. All right, put this right in there for a second. All right, there we go. That should help a little bit with the growth. This thing has an average value of about 180,000 shekels, so I think we could probably make a lot of money with this thing once we get all the mutations on it. So this is going to be a crazy one. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see if we get a big one now. Now, I know, again, like, people are like, oh, use the green bean. It's a 5x bonus, and I guess if you mix that with the Mooncats, it's pretty good, but otherwise, it's like the... Oh, it's starting to grow. But otherwise, why are you hitting my beanstalk, bro? That thing is already grown. Oh, he's hitting this now. All right, there we go. All right, well, that was a 33-minute and did nothing. I hope this is a big one. But anyways, yeah, the green bean's a good, like, 5x multiplier, and if you mix it with the Mooncats, it's good. But if you do get multiple Mooncats to sleep on your plant, I mean, you do get 1.86 times, and you can easily pass up that 5x multiplier that the green bean gives. But again, I know if you mix them all together, you can have some magic happen, and yeah, like, I'm sure it's better, okay? But it just takes a long time, and last time I did it, it kind of showed me that it hated me, and I didn't get anything good from it. So that's why I'm not doing it right now. All right, so here's our new WISPWING. Where's the top of this thing, bro? Look at it. It's all the way up there. Look at it flapping its wings. It's beautiful. This is probably my favorite fruit in the game now, by far. Like, this thing looks insane. I'm so excited for this one. All right, but there's our beautiful WISPWING. It is gigantic, and I think we have a pretty good size here. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is pick up all these Mooncats now and our Triceratops. We're gonna go ahead and spawn in our Queen Bee, and I'm gonna favorite this for a second just so I don't accidentally touch that. All right, let's go ahead and do our Queen Bee. Let's do our Butterfly, and let's go ahead and get some mutations on it. So the silver mutation doesn't actually count because it's a growth mutation, so that won't actually help us get the rainbow mutation. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a honey sprinkler down, and let's go ahead and do our sprays here. So I'll do a shock spray, chocolate spray, pollinated spray, and I guess I'll go ahead and just use that chilled spray. And there we go. We have 5 mutations now for our Butterfly to convert this WISPWING to rainbow. And once it's rainbow, we can go ahead and get started and get this thing to look amazing and mutated. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it unfavorited. We're gonna sit right here by the sign so I don't accidentally pick it up. And in the meantime, I'm gonna gift myself, or actually, I can't gift myself sprays. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more shocked sprays onto my main account. Hold on, let me show you this real quick. I'm over on my main account, but you can actually, I didn't realize this, you can craft and buy the glimmering sprays in here if you want to save some time, which is nice. I thought you can only get it from the event, but I guess you can get it in here. All right, well, that might not be there forever, but you can take advantage of that for now. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and gift myself some more shock sprays or get them on my main account so we have more of that because we need those. We are almost out, which is crazy. Our brighter stack of shock sprays is about to run out, and there's no sign of the admin program coming back, or at least they don't like me because I haven't heard anything. All right, so it's time for the magic to happen. The queen bee is now going to cool down our butterfly, and our butterfly is now going to go ahead and convert all those mutations to rainbow on the WISPWING. And there we go. We are now done, and we have rainbow on our WISPWING. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up these guys here, and let's go ahead and favorite this so we don't accidentally pick it up. There we go. And then let's go ahead and get our sprays going. So we're going to go ahead and put shock back onto this. Pollinated, chocolate, and we'll do a honey glaze sprinkler so we can get honey glaze back onto here. And then on our main account over here, we're going to apply the cloud touch spray and the verdant spray. And then as you can see here, I actually spawned in our sugar apples already. And what we're going to go ahead and do is use our apple gazelle here to attempt to get the warp mutation. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a boost, and let's go ahead and try and get the warp mutation on something. We're going to carefully pick these up until we get it. Okay, we got the warp mutation on a sugar apple over here. Let's go ahead and travel this so we don't pick that up, and we're going to leave that over there. And then I guess we can go ahead and move these all to the corner. I'm going to keep these spawned in from now on because we always need to get that warp mutation now. So just like our beanstalk, I'm going to keep both of these spawned in, and if they get mutations on them, our spinos will just move them over. So anyways, that's good. These are all done. I'm going to move those, and let's go ahead and pick up that apple gazelle. And then real quick, I'm going to go ahead. X killed me. I'm dying.
Hey, yo, what the?
I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in these mandrakes here. We're gonna spawn in an advanced sprinkler, and we're gonna spawn in, or try to plant some mandrake seeds here and get the rot mutation done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple mandrake seeds and use my watering cans, and we're gonna do this until we get that rot mutation out of the way. And there we go. We got rot on a sugar apple and a beanstalk. So that's perfect. Now let's go ahead and do our guaranteed pets. So we're going to go ahead and do our lemon lion here to get that brain rot mutation done. We're going to do our peach wasp to get that plasma mutation done. Let's do the pterodactyl. Okay, every time I try to search pterodactyl, I get the corrupt kazoo, but we do need to get him done. So we'll do that. And then we'll do the pterodactyl. Hello, pterodactyl right here. And there we go. That's 4 guaranteed mutation pets spawned in. And then we're going to go ahead and do some disco bees here. So let's do 4 disco bees to hopefully get that disco mutation done and out of the way. I wanted to point out too that I have this ascended mooncat now that I also traded for. I forgot to mention earlier in the video, but this guy can help us get the dawn bound mutation applied. However, he does take like 5 to 6 hours. It could be less, but it's usually a very long time. So once we have some pets done and our spinos are going, I'll probably try and spawn this guy in, and then we can try and AFK and get dawn bound. But I am in kind of a rush today because I do head out tomorrow, so I have a lot to get done, and I have to send this over to my editor before, you know, I go to sleep and stuff. So I might not do dawn bound this video. If we don't get it in time, I might just skip it. But by the next videos, well, besides the ones when I'm on vacation, but whenever I get back, we'll try and get dawn bound on every fruit moving forward so we can get that extra multiplier bonus. Oh wait, you know what? We have some new pets, right? So maybe I should work on the cockatrice here to actually get that toxic mutation, because I believe he is guaranteed. So let's go and pick up this disco bee and place him down. Let's see. I think he's a guaranteed mutation. Yeah, so every 9 minutes he spits out 6 different fruits and apparently eggs and pets. Oh, okay, and eggs advance and pets gain XP, but the fruits get the toxic mutation. So he's a guarantee, so I'll get him done out of the way as well, because we got to get that done. But the disco bees, I think these 3 guys should be fine on their own. So we'll let them get us disco, and we'll wait for all these other guys to give us their guaranteed mutations and then move on. All right, so our lemon lion is about to apply brain rot to something, so let's just get that done out of the way. There we go. We got brain rot on a sugar apple, so that's perfect. That's all we needed from him. So we're going to pick him up, and we're going to go ahead and replace him with another disco bee just to up our chances to getting disco done and out of the way. That should be good. We're going to go ahead and BRB for another couple minutes. All right, so our cooldown timer actually bugged and got above the regular pterodactyl timer. So let's see if we get tempestuous. All right, we did get tempestuous to 2 sugar apples, so pterodactyl is done. Thank you for your service. And then our disco bees will be giving us hopefully disco the next minute, and our cockatrice should hopefully give us that toxic mutation. I do have to reboost him though because his toy was way off of his cooldown. Let's go ahead and get that toxic mutation done and out of the way. I think this was supposed to be a mutation in the game forever ago, and then it just never got added until now. But there we go. We got toxic on some beanstalks, some sugar apples, so he is done with his job. Thank you for that. And let's hopefully get disco done now from these disco bees. We have 3 of them ready, then the other guy accidentally boosted, but he'll be ready in a few more minutes. And let's see. Let's get us disco, please. Zaza, disco, please. Failed. Disco, please. Zeffy. Failed. Disco, please. Gigi. Please, Gigi, please. Please, Gigi. And failed. Okay, well, maybe our hope will be Flay. But we do have 2 more pet slots. We can go ahead and spawn some stuff in here. So I think with those 2 slots, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in my jackalopes so we can get that sandy mutation done and out of the way, and get that applied to something. So we have sandy ready and we can start getting it ceramic done in a little bit. So these guys are usually pretty quick. I might just give them a quick boost anyways, just to help, just to give them a little bit more of a percent chance because their cooldowns are quick, but their percent chance is pretty low. But that gives them to an 18% chance to get sandy done. All right, first time's the charm. The jackalope just applied sandy to one of our sugar apples, so these guys are good. We can go ahead and get them out of the way, which is perfect. And again, we still have a couple pets to wait for here. I'm going to reboost my Flay disco bee wherever he is, over there. All right, so hopefully he will come in clutch and give us disco. But again, we have 2 more pet slots, so I guess we can go ahead and get started on let's see, we have quite a lot of pets still to go through, but I know a lot of these pets we'll have to use for our AFK grind, but I don't know what I want to do, bro. I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and get 2 chicken zombies because we got to get those guys done anyways. So we'll go ahead and get these 2 ready, and hopefully one of these guys will give us the zombified mutation quickly, and then we can swap them out with some more chicken zombies in just a bit once our disco bees are done, and then get the other pets going. Sure, that's fine with me. Now hopefully Flay here comes in clutch, gives us disco, so we can go ahead and spawn in a few more chicken zombies and get zombified done and out of the way. All right, Flay, come on. All right, disco, please. He was out of range of everything. Wow, that is annoying. That is very annoying. Our Peach Wasp and Corrupt Kitsune will be done shortly anyways, so we can get these 2 guys swapped out for some more chicken zombies. Bruh, our Corrupt Kitsune just shot out a ton of stuff, and not one thing got Corrupt Chakra. This happened with the pterodactyl the other day, but however, I forgot. So hopefully these disco bees give us disco so we can swap out and get some more chicken zombies in here. But also I forgot we have to do our Raiju, because our Raiju will give us the static mutation. And now if you get static and shocked mixed with Maelstrom, which Maelstrom is tempestuous and cyclonic, you can now get the storm charge mutation, which is like a 220 times multiplier, which is very good. It mixes like everything together and makes it way better. So we need to get that done. But we can also get the Raiju going once our Peach Wasp is done, which our Peach Wasp will be in here in just a second. So hopefully we get disco, we'll get plasma done for sure, and then hopefully Corrupt Kitsune won't fail us the next time so we can get ready for our AFK setup. But in the meantime, we got the Sky Merchant here, so I'm going to buy some of the stuff. There's no Cloud Touch sprays, but I do have a ton of those on my main account, so that's fine, and we're good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I guess we could probably boost the Peach Wasp now. I think it's about ready for a toy. There we go, 1.5 minutes, so let's go ahead and get plasma done, and then we can swap that out for our Raiju, and in the meantime, our disco bees will hopefully give us disco now. Please give us disco done, please. All right, disco. Failed. Wow, you guys are failing me today. Usually you guys don't fail this much. Usually we're moving forward by now, but I don't know what's your guys' problem today. All right, well, sorry, I'm moving around in my chair, dude. Gotta readjust. Anyways, please, Zaza, Zeffy, come on, guys. You guys can do this for us, please. We need to get disco. Give us disco. Get it done. Failed. Zeffy, please. You know, you always come in clutch. You always come in clutch, right?
Nope.
Bro, why are you guys failing so much today? What is going on? You guys have a 28% chance, and you just be failing at every chance you have. At least the Peach Wasp knows what it's doing, and it's going to give us plasma right away. There goes our Peach Wasp with this PNG gliding animation, and there we go. We got plasma applied to a sugar apple, so the Peach Wasp is done, and we can go ahead and spawn in the Raiju to get the static mutation done. I'm gonna go ahead and place a carrot seed down. We have a shock spray we can use. Our last one from Brighter, dude. Thank you, Brighter, for your service. I wish you were still here. I wish you were here to see us this day and age, how we do these videos now. Here we go. Goodbye, shock spray. But anyways, our Raiju will eat this shocked carrot in just a little bit and apply static to stuff, and that'll be another guaranteed mutation out of the way. All right, so our Raiju is about to eat this shocked carrot and apply static to some of our fruits here, and then our chicken zombies are almost done with their cooldown, so hopefully get zombified done. Hopefully they're a little bit faster than the disco bees today. And then we have 3 disco bees that are going to attempt to apply disco as well. But anyways, here goes the Raiju. He just ate our carrot. He's going to apply static to stuff. So we got sugar apple with static and some beanstalk, so that works. So thank you, Raiju, for your service. Pick you up. All right, first disco bee failed. What about the other 2? All right, please give us disco, dude. Why are you guys taking so long today? Like, all of our other pets are doing their jobs and you guys are just failing at life. Come on. No more failing at life. We got to keep moving forward. All right, come on. Disco bee, give us disco, please. Failed. Zeffy, please, man. You got to understand. Like, we've been at this all day. Come on, man. We're going to be at this all day. Come on. Finally, dude, Zeffy came in clutch. We got disco applied to a sugar apple. Thank you so much. The disco bees are finally done. We can move these guys out of the way, and then we can actually go ahead and boost our corrupt kitsune to hopefully get corrupt chakra done. And then we have 2 chicken zombies about to do their thing. Now, in case these guys fail again, I'm gonna go ahead and put some more chicken zombies down. Now, hopefully these 2 don't fail. The disco bees already failed us enough today. Bella, Shano, however you say your name. Look, I have faith in you guys. You guys always come in clutch with the zombified mutation. Please come in clutch again today so we can get ready for our AFK grind, okay? So we have a lot of pets to AFK with, and it'd just be nice if we get you all done and out of the way. Not that I hate you or anything. I love you guys, but please, come on, make it easy. First chicken zombie. Give us that zombified mutation. Come on. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's go, dude. The first one. Apply to zombify to beanstalk. Like, why couldn't the disco bees do that? Why they gotta be all goofy today? All right, I don't understand. But anyways, after our corrupt kitsune gives us corrupt chakra, we'll be good to go for our full AFK setup. But for now, we can go ahead and start getting some of these AFK pets put in. So we're gonna get the griffin in to get cyclonic, junkbot to get oil, a lobster in here to get meteoric and molten, the gnome to get gnomed, the spriggan to give us bloom. Oh yes, we're missing our corrupt scarlet macaw and our tranquil scarlet macaw, and then we also got to get that spaghetti sloth swapped out for the corrupt kitsune once he's done, and then we should be good to AFK for a bit. So let me get that spaghetti sloth ready. All right, let's see if our corrupt kitsune clutches up for us this time and gives us corrupt chakra. He should. We have so many plants, dude. Come on. All right, there we go. We got some on the sugar apple, some on the beanstalk, so we're good. We now have corrupt chakra. And again, I know people are going to be like, oh, why don't you get foxfire corrupt chakra and foxfire chakra? Well, look, man, like, I don't have much time today, especially, but usually I might try to do it in the future since we do like this nice like little AFK setup now. The moment I'm just not going to do it again today, but yeah, hopefully I'll start doing that in the future so we can get harmonized Foxfire chakra and regular harmonized chakra, so we get those extra multipliers for some extra cha-ching, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this corrupt kitsune and we're gonna replace him with a spaghetti sloth here. This guy will give us sauce, pasta, and meatballs so we can get spaghetti done, and then we're gonna get the aromatic mutation from his mutation shards. There'll be 4 mutations from him. So now we have our AFK setup. I'm gonna go ahead and AFK for a little bit. Hopefully these guys will give us their mutations, and as they do, we'll swap them out with some kappas and some spinos, and then we'll get everything moved over to our WISPWING, and we'll have the ultimate WISPWING and Grow a Garden. All right, so I just got back from our first round of AFKing, and it looks like on some of our plans we did get some of the mutations already. So I noticed over here we actually got the gnomed mutation done, so we can go ahead and pick up our gnome. And then I also noticed up here, right here, we got the oil mutation done, so we can go ahead and pick up our junk bot. He's actually trying to reapply oil. Let's see if he does it anywhere else. No, okay, but it's done anyways, so we can go ahead and pick up the junk bot there. And let's see, did we get anything else? I did see, and I'll show you in a second here, but hold on. It's really hard to climb this beanstalk. It's a pain to climb this beanstalk. I'm falling out. All right, let's check on here. Okay, nothing looks different on here. But, okay, so on one of these sugar apples, we actually got meteoric done already, which we got meteoric done before we got molten done, it looks like, which is kind of crazy because that never happens. But there it is, meteoric. So meteoric is done. We just need to get molten now. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is, I guess we'll also see if we get bloom done and cyclonic done. So let me go ahead and I guess go ahead and boost our griffin to see if we can get cyclonic done real quick. Let's see. Okay, lots of cooldowns, but I did not see cyclonic, but that's fine. Lobster's doing something. Okay, he failed molten, that's fine. And then let's see if we can get bloom done with our spriggan here. Okay, one plant or one fruit just got bloom done, so we are done with our spriggan. That's perfect. So it looks like we just need to get cyclonic still, molten, and then we need to get corrupt, tranquil. And I think we only got meatball done so far, but we need to get sauce, pasta, and aromatic. All right, so taking a quick peek at everything here, it looks like on our WISPWING, we did get storm charged, which means we did get static moved over, and we did get tempestuous moved over and all that. So that's good. We can go ahead and favorite that. Oh, and we also seem to have gotten meteoric and molten, so those did get moved over and applied to our WISPWING. With that, we can go ahead and pick up our lobster pet here. So that's one of those guys gone for some extra space. And over here, I noticed we did get the corrupt mutation, so we can go ahead and pick up our corrupt scarlet here. And since we did get cyclonic done, because cyclonic, once it mixes with tempestuous, it becomes maelstrom, and then once maelstrom combines with static and shock, it becomes storm charge. So since we have storm charge, it is confirmed that we have cyclonic. So we go ahead and pick our griffin up, and I have not seen bloodlet yet on anything. I've not seen it on our big WISPWING here yet. So it looks like we still need to try and get bloodlet done from our kappas. We still need to get tranquil done, and then for our spaghetti sloth, it looks like we have a lot of meatball and sauce all around, but it looks like we still need pasta and aromatic. And this thing did become frozen. As you can see, there's a big frozen box. We got a lot of chilled events, so that is done. And hopefully we can get bloodlet on something that's not frozen so we can move it all over. I think to help the kappas, I will go ahead and put down a couple of carrot seeds here. They seem to like the carrots, and if I put them on kind of both sides of the garden, eventually something here is going to get bloodlet, so that should help them out a little bit there. All right, so since we only have one kappa spawned in, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in another one to try and get bloodlet done a little bit faster. And then I'm going to go ahead and spawn in our other two spinos so they can start tearing through all of our fruits a little bit faster. There's a lot of glimmering fruit, so it might take a little bit longer this time around. I'm going to try to pick up the glimmering fruits once this next event ends, so they have an easier time in the next hour to move everything over. Oh, it looks like we did get aromatic, so all we'd need is pasta then. Did he just do that? I didn't notice. He might have just done that. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so we just need pasta then, tranquil, bloodlet, and then everything moved over. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these glimmerings and then go back to being AFK. All right, so I was AFK for a little bit, and I actually checked, and we still need to get bloodlet moved over, and for some reason, our spaghetti sloth has also not given us pasta yet. So we're still waiting to get pasta on something to get that moved over. And then besides that, I don't know what happened, but for some reason, my corrupt mutation that I had on one of my sugar apples is gone, and I didn't do anything besides AFK, so the spinos should have moved it, but it's literally not on this anywhere. I don't know where it went. So yeah, I'm waiting to get that done again, and then of course we need to get pasta so we can get spaghetti done. And then besides that, I forgot earlier in the video to spawn in a golden goose, but I actually had a golden egg in my inventory, sold it, and I got fortune on a sugar apple, so we got to get that moved over as well. So we're still waiting for about 4 mutations to get moved over. We have 2 of them, and we're still waiting for 2 of them from our spaghetti sloth and from our corrupt scarlet. I don't know what happened to that corrupt, but I guess I'll look back in my video and see what may have happened, what may have went wrong, and hopefully that'll help me figure it out, and then we can get corrupt added onto here. But yeah, we're almost done. This has taken quite a while today, but just some of my mutations kind of like just blooped away. I don't know why. I think they bugged out or something from the spinos. All right, so we pretty much got everything moved on to our WISPWING. As you can see, we have all of these mutations on it. Now, I know the list looks a little shorter than it usually does, and that's because we had tempestuous / maelstrom now mixed in with static and shock, so that made the list a little bit smaller. And the other thing we're actually missing is corrupt. I don't know what happened to my corrupt mutation. I had it on a sugar apple, and I ended up just reclaiming all my sugar apples and my beanstalk to make it a little bit easier for all of my spinos to move stuff over. And so my corrupt scarlet would only focus on the WISPWING so we can get it back quickly, and it literally didn't work. And I have to catch a flight in the morning, and it's going on midnight, and I'm just finishing recording this. I've been at this for like 7 hours, dude, so I gotta just kind of cut it there, and I'm sorry about that. I wish I could have got that corrupt mutation added on here and a couple of the other ones, but from AFKing and getting all of our pets done, this is what we're looking at. And if I actually unravel all these, we have 28 mutations on here, and a solar eclipse just started, so we might be able to get a eclipse on this real quick before we end off. And yeah, if we can get that, we would have 29. But if we actually separate these mutations here, spaghetti would actually bring us up to about 30 mutations. Storm charge would bring us up to about, actually this one would give me a lot, so it'd be like windstruck, tempestuous, cyclonic, shocked, and static, about an extra 4 mutations. So it'd have like 34 mutations with that. Harmonized chakra 35, gloom 36, paradisal about 37, and frozen about maybe 38. And also we had sandy, but usually we get that to ceramic which would be about like 40. I don't know why I didn't convert to ceramic, because this thing had wet on it applied multiple times, but I think it's because it got frozen before wet got applied to that sandy to make it clay and then into ceramic. So some goofy stuff happened, but overall, I mean, this WISPWING has a lot of mutations. It pretty much has everything we normally do. A couple screw ups here and there, but I apologize about that. I don't really have time to fix it right now. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do without further ado here is I'm going to spawn in my raptors to attempt to hopefully get amber added onto our WISPWING as well. And we're gonna just wait a minute to see if the solar eclipse event actually gives us the eclipse. I know I could probably place some carrots and get it down quick and then add a Spino in and move it over, but again, I don't really have time because I got to get to bed for this flight. So I'm just gonna see if we get eclipse real quick, and if we don't, then that's unfortunate, but hopefully we can get it just real quick on there. That'd be nice, you know, real quick. Come on, buddy. All right, we unfortunately did not get the eclipsed mutation. We might have if I put some carrots down, or if that would have happened a few minutes earlier. But anyways, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and pick up our WISPWING, and let's see if we get the amber mutation applied.
Nope.
No, we literally did not get the amber mutation applied, which is crazy, dude. I don't know why we have so many raptors now. We're getting it even less, I feel like, but I don't know, man. They got to give us a way to get the amber mutation spray back, because the raptors, they just don't do us justice sometimes. But anyways, here's our WISPWING with all of these mutations on it. It looks absolutely crazy, dude. This is like the best looking fruit in the game, in my opinion. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and check the value of this thing with Steven. So Steven, what is our WISPWING worth today? This thing is worth 800 billion. And again, if we got that crud mutation, that eclipse mutation that just happened, and possibly even amber on here, this thing would have definitely it would have most likely been in the trillions, which is pretty crazy. I mean, this thing is worth a lot of money. Now, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, the amber heart is worth a little bit more than this, I believe, or it's maybe about the same, but this WISPWING can grow really big. I think it's easier to get a bigger one of these than the amber heart, and this thing just looks incredibly awesome. So really recommend to get a WISPWING or try to open enough seed packs to get one and grind out the event. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about the WISPWING. Is it worth it? If you think it is, drop a like on the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.